Welcome back to another episode on the abandoned Audi. And if you're new here, let me catch you up real quick. We bought this abandoned Audi which had been sat for around 3 years and just didn't get driven. And whilst it was sat around, someone even crashed into it. So we brought it home, gave it a good clean to try and expose any damage the dust and dirt was hiding. And luckily, it had barely any. So we plugged it in to see if there was any hidden faults we need to know about, which it did have. We stripped the tints off the front and rear lights and then reinstalled the original Audi infotainment system. We then took the car to Audi to get a desperately needed service done, and that's where it all started to go a little bit downhill. We attempted to fit this RS3 front bumper, which ultimately didn't fit because it's the wrong shape front end. Tried fitting some interior carbon trims, which again were for the wrong shape, my fault again. But I do have a plan to get these to fit, so stay tuned. Then Audi told me this.
Your outer CV boot is split, so this does require replacement.
And this.
The front brake pads are 30% worn.
And this.
And your rear brake pads are 50% worn.
But on the bright side, we installed these beautiful all black RS3 seats instead of the horrible red leathers we had originally. And even offered up our new S3 side skirts, which I'm really hoping fit because it will really help us stand to this car. And today, we're going to be rectifying the bits we failed on because I refuse to let this car beat me. And we're making some changes as well. So sit back and let's get going on this car. And first, it's the S3 side skirts. After giving them a quick sand down, we noticed there was a few imperfections, so we threw some primer on there to get them to look a little bit better once they're painted. Then straight into the paint booth. A quick wipe down, and they're ready for paint. And just like that, they're looking perfect. Now it's time to fit them.
So with these painted, we now have to get it on the car. Now I am going to have to clean all of this. However, you do have to get this piece, and I'm pretty sure this piece, as when we put it on before, they were kind of in the way. So we're going to get them bits off, give it a good clean, offer it up. Now these are going to have to be bonded on because they have absolutely no fixings. So let's get them on the car, let's clean it up properly, offer them up, and hopefully they fit properly. Let's go.
So we're going to wipe it down with some solvent cleaner, then we can remove the 2 trim pieces that are blocking the side skirt from going on, which were just clipped on.
So now with them bits off, we can offer these up in there. That will stay. Nice. Then we can offer up the big piece, which I'm assuming will slot on top. Oh yes, it fits beautifully. They're going to fit okay. So how I'm going to do this is this lip here sits on this lip, but it is slightly protruding. There is no fixings to go in the bottom. I can do that afterwards. I just want to get them on and get them fitting correctly. Glue on this inner lip here so it can sit on the body just here. Then we can tape it up and see how it looks. So there you have a big strip along the edge which is going to be touching right here. I have put a little bit here and a little bit here as well in the hope that it kind of grabs onto this bit here so it gives it that extra little bit of strength. So let's offer this up. Now I am on my own today, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge to say the least. Hopefully this goes well. It'll be a lot easier with 2 people, but we have to move forward. Let's get it on. So with the tape holding that on now, that actually fits really, really well. I know it does protrude here slightly, but I think it's supposed to look like that. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't really look out of place, which is good. And at the back, it fits absolutely perfectly. Let's get the front piece on and do the other side.
And now for the other side. Same rules apply. Remove the 2 trim pieces each end and give it a good clean. Stick the front piece on first, which is really what I should have done on the other side, and make sure it's secure.
Now this side's all bonded up, and may I say, this looks quite pretty. I don't know why I did that.
Just ignore me, I'm an idiot. Once it's bonded up, we can stick it down, of course, making sure it's secured into its position.
And there you have it. So this side actually fits a lot better here. It's still not perfect, but it is definitely just a bad mold on the other side. But Everything else fits really, really nice. Even the rear, again, is absolutely perfect. So, that's 2 side skirts down. I'm gonna let them go off, and then eventually when they do dry fully and the glue hardens, I can then put some self-tappers in through the bottom to give it that extra bit of security. But let's go on to the interior. Now let me give you a quick teaser. We have new coilovers. We need to get this car slammed on the floor. We also have the carbon trims in here, which we're gonna install now, but we're also installing whatever's in this box. Now being careful not to hit the side skirts on my way in. These are the bits we're going to be putting on, and they go around here. As you can see, they are just glued on to an original Audi piece, which is this piece. So we're going to get this out again, takes 2 seconds, and then we'll pull this aluminium piece off and stick this down, and then the same for this piece on the back here. Do you ever just work in your car and you think, oh, it'd be so much better if I had my friends here? Yeah, I'm here on my own. Jason was supposed to be here, but he's asleep. Jason, if you're watching this, I even bought you a white monster. I just want someone here so I can take the mick out of them. Like, I want Jason here so I can absolutely rip into it, but I can't. So to get these off, we literally just need to unclip it. It's all that holds it in. It's just 4 clips. Unclip that centerpiece. Take your plug out, kids. Now, as you can see, it is spot welded. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of them spot welds which hold the aluminium piece on, and then glue this piece down.
So with the spot welds drilled out, we can separate the aluminium piece from the plastic, and then we can glue in the new carbon fibre piece in its place, making sure to put the glue exactly where it was originally so we know it definitely has contact. And there you have it. Now it's time to do the ashtray cover. It's held on by 2 30 torque screws, and you should be able to slide it out in front of the gear stick. Then we can unclip the original aluminium piece which is just clipped on top, and once that's off and out of the way, we can slide in our new carbon fibre piece.
And there you have it, literally just a straight transfer. Clips here, slides in there, and it's done. Now we have both carbon piece exchanges, and I said I would do it. I told you, I was adamant, and we've done it. Now I'm just saying, guys, I did that all on my own. I'm getting quite good at this. I'm not, but I am pretty happy that I did that without any help. I'm surprised they went on straight.
Then we can go ahead and do everything in reverse. Slide the ashtray in, not forgetting to screw it down, then clip our gear sticks around back down.
And there we have it, people. They are in and they fit absolutely perfectly. It's so subtle, but things like that is what this car needs, because stuff like this is so old. This just makes it look that little bit better, and I'm really, really happy with the fitment on that. Now, with the carbon done, we need to put the new screen in. That is what is in that box. I'm hating, although I said it in the first video, this is better than that touchscreen. It is. It was better than that one, though, because this is just awful. It's an 07 car. I can't even Bluetooth to the car to play my own music. I literally have to listen to the radio, and the radio is all crackly and horrible because it's so old. So, let's get the new screen in, and then let's hopefully get it to work, because I feel like it might not, but it also might, because the first one didn't work. So, let's get the screen in and see how it looks. If it looks terrible, it's coming straight back out, and that one's going back in. And I'm going to start playing CDs out of this thing, because I literally have no other option. Let's get it in. Box now. This is just going to be, yeah, there is an absolute million wires. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's try and get this to fit. I mean, I'm not being funny, guys, but is all that really necessary? Come on. I mean, there's 1, 2, 9 million. Right, I mean, this looks like a mess. I'm not even gonna bother, because this is, I can't even wrap my head around it. Let's just plug it in. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm not hopeful that I've done this right. There's just so many wires. But I see why it was such a mess last time. Mate, that is shocking. Absolute mess. They fit pretty nice. I mean, it's a bit like wobbly. And it actually, I'll tell you what, they actually look really good. But the moment of truth, does it work? Hello? Oh no, why? I don't get it, it won't work. Why won't you work? I did it. This little black plug here was plugged into this one, which is plugged into this one, which isn't plugged into anything, but this one is. That's what it was. How stupid. Oh God, I'm such an idiot. But it's on, and it's working. This is good. Let's get it in. And just like that, we now have CarPlay, and that screen looks way better in there. Carbon trimmed screen on, and it works lovely. Now next on the list, we want to make this car our own now. Although we've done a few bits to make it look a bit more different, I also want it to look like my car. And that's why I'm putting my custom reg on this one. We didn't put it on the Golf, I don't know why, but it just never had my reg on it. And it kind of looks a bit weird without my reg, so I'm putting my reg on the Audi. And conveniently, I don't have this tool with me. It's just a random 30 Torx, but it's got a little piece in the middle, so I'm gonna have to use mole grips to get that off. And I'm also using mole grips to get the front ones off because it's got safety ones on for whatever reason, so it's just not gonna be a fun job. Why has he got safety screws on? That makes no sense. And now it actually feels almost like one of my builds now. I can't wait for this to look like this one did. So now that's out of the way, and everyone, don't forget, the Golf is still up for sale. So if you are interested in buying this car, there is a link for it in the description. It should be on Marketplace. Now it is a different day today, and it is very, very, very windy in the UK today, and we are working outside on the drive. And next on the list is the rear bumper. Now we need to change this because it has been bothering me since the day I bought the car. It's had this horrible repair on this corner from the moment I bought it, and it's really starting to annoy me because it just looks so goddamn awful. Plus, it's got all damage down here. So my plan has been to change it from the moment I bought it, and I've bought a new bumper. So let's get it out and see what it looks like. And here it is. Now I can only apologise for the wind. The wind has actually blown this over once already, so I'm hoping it doesn't fall over again. But we have bought an RS3 rear bumper, and I think that is going to look really good on the back of this. Now you may have noticed one thing. It's in white, and that's because I just cannot find any painted silver parts for this car anywhere. I don't know what it is, just no one has silver S3s or RS3s. They just don't exist, or they're very rare to find. So I've had to buy a white one now. This obviously is going to get painted, but I want to trial fit it to make sure it actually fits on this car, because this is an 07 and this is off of 2011. Now they have provided me with a bunch of brackets because the original brackets for this car and this bumper don't actually fit these bumpers. So I need to get this bumper off, get the new brackets on, and trial fit this bumper. I think this is going to look really, really good, really helping that rear end. So let's get the bumper off. So we're going to start off by taking out the back lights, which are held on by one 30mm screw. Then we can take the bolts out the arch liner, any in the top, and all the bolts underneath. And then you can just pull it away. So now with the bumper off, we can get this one on. But like I said before, we need to change the brackets. So we're going to get these on. Now I'm going to be dead honest with you guys. These look absolutely identical. You tell me what the difference is. Oh, the wind. Oh no. Anyway, these are pretty much identical. So I'm just going to try and put that bumper on and see if they fit, because I am confident they are exactly the same as them. Tell you what, I always seem to choose the worst days to work on my cars. See if they fit. It does fit. I was misinformed. Now some of you might not be able to tell the difference between this one and this one. However, it's this lower section here. It is a lot more aggressive. Plus you have the gloss black diffuser, which looks that little bit better. Now, of course, it's in the wrong color, but it does fit. And some eagle-eyed viewers might notice this has sensors and this one does not have sensors. Shut up. But I think that is going to look really, really good. Once it's color coded and it actually matches the car, we're going to get this redone in gloss black. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it fits perfectly. I don't know what that... Ignore me. But I'm extremely happy with that. Plus, I know it fits and we have spare brackets as well, which is a bonus, so I'm happy. Now this might look like a bit of a Frankenstein car at the minute, but it is going to come together at some point, I promise. When this is colour coded, we have this redone. We also have a new exhaust on the way, amongst a bunch of other stuff as well. Now we've kind of been dawdling about doing little bits here and there, but I'm sure you guys are going to really enjoy what we've got next. Of course, we do have the front bumper, which is on the way. I did order the S3 one, and we also have some serious suspension mods on the way. New suspension, new brakes, new wheels. This car is going to be completely transformed, and of course we are going to be putting other bits on this car. It's not just going to look like this forever. So now we know this rear bumper fits, we can put these brackets away, get the bumper back off, put that horrible thing back on, and get this one painted straight down to the body shop. Then we can start doing some more bits, and we are staying on the rear. So let's get this bumper off and go on to the next thing. So with the bumper back on, we can now focus on what we need to do next, and that is debadge it. We're going to quickly debadge it because they just annoy the hell out of me. Debadged always looks better. I've done it on all of my cars, so it's getting debadged. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I always say debadge looks better. It just looks cleaner. Don't know why people keep them on, especially on cars like this. This isn't anything special. S cars, RS cars, like GTRs, anything like that with a nice badge, I can understand it, but cars like this, you might as well just debadge it. Pretend to be something you're not, you know what I mean? Now come on, you're telling me that doesn't look better debadged. Now it is a bit unfortunate on this side because you can still kind of see the A3 there, but I reckon I can flat and polish that. But luckily, oh no, on this side it's the same. You can still kind of see it's obviously the discoloration of the car over the last how many years? 18 years. Which is slightly unfortunate, but we can flat and polish that and make it look nice. But I do want to do these tailgate lights because, as you can see, when we took the fly eye tints off, sorry about the wind, it left this horrible residue. So I'm going to quickly polish it up so they look the same as these. Let's do it. Now I have just tried to polish these up, as you can still see, there is that residue. Now, they do look a little bit better, but it's going to have to be flatted and polished again because it's kind of eaten into the face of the light almost, so I need to flat them down properly. I don't have anything with me at the minute, I've only got the polisher. So I'm going to flat them down, polish them properly so it gets rid of that horrible residue once and for all. And then this rear end, once that rear bumper is painted, is going to look really good. And in true English fashion, it is starting to rain, but luckily for us, we're pretty much done with today's video. We've done everything we needed to do. In the next episode, we are going to be throwing a lot more important, exciting bits on this car. I know we are doing a few bits here and there, but this car is going to suddenly change massively. I know I've done a few bits, but it's going to start changing big time. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.